we outside. So why is it that every time we walk outside, no matter where it is, it can be to a birthday party, a brunch, a lunch, a dinner, date night, birthday party, anything, we're going outside and it is causing us to be broke. We could even be going to Target, the grocery store, Home Depot, Lowe's, go grab dinner for the family, taking the kids out. Anything we do, it is costing us a lot of money, and a lot of times it's keeping us broke. And so I want to give you 5 reasons on why we outside is keeping you broke. But then I'm also going to be giving you 5 reasons on how you can keep going outside. And as a result of you going outside, it is not going to cause you to be broke. So if that is something that you want to talk about and discuss, then just go ahead and stay tuned. My name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel we talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning bestie, hey girl, hey. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. We are seriously like almost at 30K. So please make sure that you subscribe. I'm trying to hit 30K before the month is out. We'll see what happens. But you know, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you know anytime I upload a new video. And then also make sure you give this video a thumbs up because we outside. We outside. Let's get into it. So first, let me kind of talk about the inspiration for this video. So on Saturday, I went out to a birthday party and I was on my way back home. It was like it was a little bit after 10 o'clock, maybe like 10:30, almost 11. And it was so many people outside, you guys. Like, I'm here, I'm in LA, Southern California, and it was just so many people outside. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, where are these people going? Like, hello. And you always see on Instagram and all these social media sites, and they're like, we outside, and people really be outside. I think here in LA, probably Atlanta, Texas, South Carolina, Florida, like Miami. So everybody is outside, they traveling, they living their best life, especially after COVID and everything that we went through. And I totally get it. So in this video, I was thinking like, we're outside on one hand, but then on the next hand, we're crying about how broke we are. So I want to talk about how we can do both. How we, well, not like be broke, but how we can go outside, and then how we can not be broke as a result of going outside. And let me just raise my hand and say that I'm also talking about me too. So this video is not like for the other people. This video is for me and for you if you feel like you need it. So this just FYI, let me put that out there. I'm not like you need to and you need to. No. We need to, okay? So I'm raising my hand too because I'm a product of being outside and being broke. So let's hop into the 5 reasons why we outside is keeping us broke. So the first reason is because we have those spontaneous outside days. We might wake up, especially on the weekend, and especially if you're here in LA. I don't know about any other state because I don't live in any other state, but here in LA, we'll wake up and we'll see the sun and we'll be like, ooh, it's pretty outside. Calling up our friends, we outside, where we going? So it's a spontaneous outside event. It's like, oh, you know what, let's go to brunch. I saw this spot on Instagram, I want to go try it, let's go here. Or, oh, I just want to go to the mall and walk around. Or, oh, I want to go to the beach. I want to, you know, just have these spontaneous days out because the sun is up. Another reason could be maybe you had a hard week and you just like, I had a real tough week, I just need to get outside. And so it's a spontaneous, like, I just need to feel better, and me being outside is going to help me do that. It could be, you know what, I had a long week at work. I was hitting deadlines, meeting deadlines, and doing all kind of work, and I had a long week. I need to get outside. So friends, let's go outside, or you can even go outside alone. It could be a celebration. You had something happened. Maybe you had a great week and you're like, oh, I just want to celebrate because I had a great week. We outside. Let's keep it going. And so there are many spontaneous reasons why we just go outside. We have children. So our children, we might be like, you know what, kids, pack up. We're going to Disneyland. And we know that's like $1,000 trip. But, you know, there's so many spontaneous reasons why we go outside just at the snap. And it can be not even caused by you. A friend can call you up and be like, friend, we outside because I need you. I need to vent, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. Or friend, what you doing? Let's be outside. Let's go outside, you know? And so those spontaneous we outsides keep us broke, right? Because we didn't plan for that trip, or that outing rather, for that outside event. And it's keeping us broke. Reason number 2 why we outside is keeping us broke. Even if it's not a spontaneous trip, we're not putting outside in our budgets. We're budgeting for bills and expenses, and that's it. We're not even putting the things that we know are coming up in our budgets. So we know that we're going to a birthday party. We know we're going to a baby shower. We know that we're going to a wedding. We know that we're just going outside for Girls' Day. We know all of those things, but we don't put it in the budget. We think that budgets are only for bills and expenses like gas and food and things like that. So when we go outside, we're spending potentially money that we don't have, or we're even spending our bill money to fund those outside events that we already knew was coming up, right? That's me. I'm talking to me. The both reasons is me, okay? Both reasons so far. So reason number 3 why keeping us outside is keeping us broke. We're not even saving for outside events. Even those events, whether they're spontaneous or planned, we're not preparing and saving financially for those things. If we know that we are going to Disneyland, we should be saving because we know it's over $100 per ticket. If we're going to a baby shower, we know that we're going to be buying a gift for that said person, or a birthday party. I hope you're going to buy the person a birthday party and not just show up. But even for the birthday party, right, you got to buy a gift. I'm sure you might want to buy an outfit. You might even have to, that outfit might include shoes, right? You might have to buy yourself food if it's like a restaurant that you're going to. You might even have to have money for a babysitter if you have kids. Like all of these financial things that you have to take care of to go to this event, we're not even saving for it. So once again, these events, spontaneous or not, and we're not saving for it or even putting it in the budget, we're just taking money that we don't have to go to these places. And we know when we go outside, especially here in LA, I'm only speaking for me too, like this is me, we getting hair done, nails done, toes done, the right outfit, right? Because we like, oh, I gotta go to the mall and pick up an outfit, shoes, undergarments to make sure we look right. What else? The babysitting, there, gas, just money to go buy drinks. I mean, let's just keep it all the way real, right? So outside costs a lot of money, like when you're going to events. But let's just say like you need to run to Target, or you need to take care of those type of things, because that's also outside as well. I mean, Target, how many times you go to Target and you spend $200-$300 and you like, dang, I didn't even know. Or you go to the grocery store and you spend, especially when you have a large family, you spend a lot of money because you haven't saved for it, or you have gone, just anywhere, you're just spending money that you haven't even saved for. So reason number 4 why we outside is keeping us broke. We are outside and we're not working on our financial goals. Some of us are people with side hustles, we're entrepreneurs, we are working on saving money to get out of debt, we're working on saving money to purchase a home. There are different financial things that people are working on, but mainly like side hustles and working on your vision for certain things. You might have goals that you're trying to reach people, and grants, and like all these things that can potentially bring revenue in. You're staying broke because you're outside, but you should be inside working on those things. And so many times it's happened to me where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then somebody calls me and they're like, hey, let's go here. And I'm like, all right, I'll put that off and I'll get to it later. I'm gonna go here and I can make it all work. But then it's not all gonna work because I need time to do something as significant as a side hustle or something that's very dear to my heart, to put out a product or something like that. It takes it takes a lot of thinking, it takes a lot of work. And when you're inside working on those things, you might get friends or family like, you can do that later, come on, let's go. Or you have a birthday party you need to go to, and instead of working on your vision and working on ways to make you extra money or those things like that, you're going outside. And not only are you going outside and neglecting that, you're spending money too. So you're just staying broke because you're not making money working on the things you're supposed to, and then you're spending money to go be outside. So when you should be inside working on your side hustle, your entrepreneur endeavors, when you should be inside working on that, you outside. So it's keeping you broke. And the fifth and final reason why we outside is keeping you broke. So when we are called from friends and family members and things like that saying, hey, let's go outside, and maybe you do have something planned or you haven't saved for it, you haven't put it in a budget and all those things, we're not saying no. We're not saying no. We are just biting the bullet and we're going because we're worried about the friends' feelings, the family's feelings. We want to keep our word. So we're like, oh, we'll be there. Or we're just really afraid to say no. We're being pressured by people who are saying, you always in the house. You always in the house. You always this. You always that. And you're like, all right. I'll go outside. And each and every single one of these things, guys, I'm telling you, this is what was keeping me broke and what can potentially keep me broke. So this is, what I'm saying is this is keeping us all broke because we're just like not saying no, and we're just saying yes to everything. We're not checking our calendars and we're like, yes, I can be there. And we're just forfeiting everything just to be at the mercy of someone else who is asking us to go outside with them. So now that I've given you guys the 5 reasons on why we outside is keeping you broke, keeping us broke. Okay, I'm throwing myself in there too, keeping us broke. Now I'm gonna give you 5 reasons on how we can still be outside and not be broke. This is good, guys. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, so you want to plan for spontaneous we outside events. So how do you do that? If it's spontaneous, how do you plan for a spontaneous event? Because you're going to have a spontaneous savings, okay? You're going to put money aside for those spontaneous days that you're just like, oh, I just want to go outside and do something. You're not taking money from any other thing but what you have allocated for that event. So you have a spontaneous savings. That can be with using cash or just in a savings account that you have money put aside for those spontaneous days. Number 2, how we can keep going outside even for those planned events that are coming up. Those planned we outside events. You got birthday parties, weddings. Let me see, I got a list of them here. Brunches, lunches, dinners, rooftop parties, date nights, group events, baby showers, anniversaries, birthdays. So many things, right? So how can we still go outside to these things that are planned, right? Because usually these are planned events that are happening. So you want to plan for those things. You want to put them in your budget. If you know that this is the weekend that I'm going to be going to my best friend's birthday party, put that amount in your budget. Think about everything financially that it's going to take to go to this party. You know you want you want an outfit. So budget for that. You know that you're gonna need to buy yourself food. Budget for that. You know it's gonna take gas. Budget for that. You know you want to budget for the event, not just the dinner, but budget for everything. Like, oh, I'm gonna need to go get my hair done because at this event I want to come in fly. Whatever it is, you want to budget for these planned events that we are going to. So number one, you want to save for spontaneous events. Number two, you want to put these planned events in your budget. And number three, this is for the people who are entrepreneurs, or you are, you have a side hustle and you're working on your visions, your dreams. You want to use a calendar. And it's funny that I'm saying that because my friend, she gets on me all the time. They're like, Jazz, where's your calendar? Where's your calendar? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have one. We need to use our calendar. So if there is a spontaneous event, or if there is a planned event, what I'm gonna start doing now, before I say yes to anything, I'm gonna say, let me check my calendar. And making sure that I have my calendar completed, and I already know, like, okay, Saturdays, those are days that I record, and those are the days that I edit, because I know I have Sunday videos coming out. But if there's an event on Saturday, then maybe what I'll do is I will record on Friday, and then I'll edit Saturday morning so that I can go to that event on Saturday night. So using the calendar to see what you have upcoming and saying, yes, I can go, and then you can schedule your business or that event around your business, or you use your calendar and you say, I can't go. These are days that I record. I just can't go, friend. And I don't have another day that I can do what I need to do on this day because I'm busy doing other things. So I love you. I love you with the love of the Lord. But friend, I can't come. Or yes, but then you know how to switch your calendar around to make sure that it works for you and you're able to get everything done and you're not sacrificing anything. So make sure that you're using your calendar, you're living by your calendar, and you are winning with your calendar. Jasmine. So reason or way number 4, you can stay outside and not end up broke. So you gotta say no. So after you're looking at your calendar, you're budgeting, you let's say you spent your spontaneous envelope, you already spent that and you haven't replenished it yet. You gotta tell friend, no, friend, bestie, I can't go. I ain't got it, bestie. And if you are like, you don't want to tell the people that you ain't got it because you're embarrassed, just say no, I can't go. I don't want to go. Don't let friends and family pressure you into events. That is something that I had to overcome. Now I can say, I'm sorry, friend, I can't make it. But there were things where, they would say, oh, you always in the house, you working. This is back when I used to sell envelopes. And they're like, oh, you always working, you this or you that, or my phone would stop ringing. And, I would just start feeling bad. And I'm like, okay, let me go. Or I know I've been working a lot. I know I've been editing. I know I've been uploading. Let me go, because they're going to feel like I never put in time for them. But if I'm using my calendar, and if I am properly, doing things right, then that won't be a thing all the time, and I will be able to show up. So we have to, though, when it's just not feasible, we have to be able to say no. And this is something that I had to learn over time, that, no is an answer. And no is a good answer too sometimes. So we have to say no, that we cannot go just if we cannot go. Don't be pressured. And let me just say this. If you have friends who won't accept your no and still be your friend, honey, you need new friends. I had a very best friend who was dear to my soul. That was my boo. And we're no longer friends because I said no to one of her birthday parties. Now, mind you, we've been friends since high school, and I had went and celebrated her for not only every birthday, but everything. And one particular year I didn't go. I was feeling very, I was like dealing with some self-esteem issues, and she had her birthday party at a 5-star restaurant with some very judgmental friends that she had picked up. And she was just like, I don't care, you could have came, I don't care how you would have looked. And I'm like, friend, and we stopped being friends over that. So I'm just saying, if you have those type of friends, I don't have those type of friends now. But if you do and you have family members who will like write you off or talk about you because you don't go to their event or their party, just let them be and get some new friends. And if they family, then let them be too. I'm just saying. And then number 5, you want to figure out what works for you. Do what's best for you. I'm starting to get a lot of comments, which is not a lot of comments, let me not say that, but I'm starting to get some comments where people are saying like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that, and you shouldn't be this and you shouldn't be that. And I totally find that is totally their opinion, and I totally get it, because everything is not for everybody. We are all not cut from the same cloth, and we are all not the same. So what works for one person may not work for the next person, may work for this person and that person. So just at the end of the day, do what works for you. I'm gonna always do what works for me. People comment and they say, oh, you shouldn't be getting your nails done. Somebody left me a comment and said I could be a millionaire if I stopped getting my nails done. I'm like, really? A millionaire? Because if that's the case, I should be a millionaire, because there was a long time where I wasn't getting my nails done and I was nowhere near 6 figures. So me not getting my nails done is not going to cause me to be a millionaire. It's not going to help me pay off debt faster. It's not going to do any of that. Me going outside could potentially stop me from doing all of those, stop me from being successful with my goals, because outside is expensive. But ultimately at the end of the day, do what's best for you. This is your financial journey, is your financial walk. Do what is best for you, and live your life that way. If you feel like what you're doing is not working, then change it, do something else. You always have to pivot if you need to, but just don't take the opinions of others and feel bad or down about your financial journey that they're not helping you on, right? So if you're not paying none of my bills, if you're not here to provide me support emotionally because I'm not getting my nails or I'm not doing A, B, C, D, and E, then you really have no say so in the matter. Like, why does it bother you so much? And we just have to get to that place where we do what's best for us. I've also learned that sometimes people do this, they do a whole lot of this and they broke. They do a whole lot of this, they finances ain't together, they're in debt, they're not saving money, but they do a whole lot of this, all in your ear, telling you what you should and shouldn't do, and oh, you doing that and you doing that, and then they broker than you. I don't even broker is a word, but they in more financial trouble than you are. I'm really, as the older I get, the more I am learning that I'm not listening to nobody. You even got friends tell you about, oh, you with that man, you with him, and they then get with a man who was worse off. We all know. But anyway, I digress. So do what's best for you. And then also, before we end this video, because I'm almost done, I also do want to say that you do need to sacrifice. So there will be a time where you will need to sacrifice. The reason why I went on a no spend is because I realized that we outside was keeping me broke, and I was like, whoa, I gotta reel it back. If I want to see any type of significant change, if I want to see movement, I need to sacrifice in this moment. So that is how I came up with the no spend workbook, which basically walked me through the process of how to catapult myself to that next step, because me being outside wasn't working. I was like, whoa, I gotta stop. I can't spend. I can't spend nothing. So I definitely went on a no spend. I'm still on a no spend. And if you have been watching me and you are seeing my budget, then you can see how it is really helping me to not be broke. And me still going outside I'm now planning for my outside events that I have to go to. They're being put in my budget. I don't have a spontaneous envelope yet, but I will be getting one after I get some of this debt down. So it's not to say that sometimes you won't have to pull back, because you just might. And for me, my no spend is a game changer. It has been, and it still is a game changer. So just FYI, if you're interested in the no spend workbook, it is linked down below. But you know, it's worked wonders for me. So y'all, we outside, okay? I know we going into the fall and winter months, but let's not act like we outside ain't gonna be a thing, especially if you here in LA. We go outside in the rain. We don't get snow, but we go in the rain. We go after an earthquake. It don't matter. We always outside. All right, you guys. So thank you so much, and leave down in the comments if you guys have any other suggestions on how we outside keeps us broke, or if basically you can, you know, do both and win in both ways and still be outside. I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I'm gonna still be outside, but I'm not gonna be broke going outside, or I'm not gonna let it take away from the financial goals that I have. So the people in the comments who tell me, girl, you need to stay in the house, no, I'm outside. I'm just playing. But anyway, this has been super, such a fun video for me to do. If you have made it this far, please give me a purple heart. You guys know I like the purple hearts. Purple or pink. Those are my two favorite colors. But it has been a joy sitting here and talking to you guys. I really pray that your week is amazing at whatever day you're watching this, and that you're meeting your financial goals, you're working towards them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.
Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. I'm a good catch, but I never let them catch me.